Did y'all hear about that woman who was dating a man who was undocumented? She found out that he was cheating on her. So she says, babe, I'm taking you to Six Flags. So he gets in the car and she's driving. He falls asleep. She drives to Mexico. Long story short, there's some details. You can look it up on TikTok. If you're on the app, just search it. She's like, yeah, I know. So good luck. She gives him $50, says, don't say I never gave you nothing, and leaves him there. There are so many people who are upset with her for doing something like that. And all I'm going to say is this. Y'all going to stop playing with folks. You're going to stop playing with folks and then having the audacity to get upset when they snap on you because you have played with their emotions, their time, their energy, and their money. Y'all have apartments and houses together and kids together, and they have given you their time and their youth, all for you to betray them by sleeping around with somebody else. Some of us, we go off and cry. We might cut our hair. We might have a girls' weekend, play some of our favorite breakup songs, go to therapy, take a girls' trip, take some time, and we get over it. But some folks will bust the windows out your car. Some folks will damage your valuable possessions. Some folks will fight you. Some folks will drive you to a country and you won't be able to get back. Some folks will get rid of you permanently, unfortunately. And that's the very sad extreme of this whole thing. Now, the woman that I mentioned isn't this particular extreme. But I do want to bring up Betty Broderick. If you're not familiar with her case, again, look it up. Now, because of the fact that I have heard her children speak on the type of person that she was and how she acted, I'm kind of conflicted. I'm not really so much free her. But I will say this. Imagine giving your life to someone, okay? Working and hustling so they can get through school, and you have kids with them and you build a life with them, and they just decide one day, I'm done with you. I don't wish bodily harm or death on anyone, but I can imagine that something like that would make the right person snap. And it unfortunately ended with her permanently getting rid of her ex-husband and his new wife. And now her children don't have either one of their parents because she's locked up and he's gone. So I say all that to say this. Stop thinking that you can play with folks. Sometimes you might get lucky and you never get caught doing your dirty work. Sometimes you get lucky and you get with somebody who has low enough self-esteem to where they will forgive you and try to work things out with you. But sometimes you meet someone and you're not going to get off that easy. If you betray someone, you risk losing that person completely because they want to break up with you and move on with their life. But you also risk your life. And that sweet little humble person that you got with that would never hurt a fly could very well wind up hurting you in some way or another. So if you're going to cheat on somebody or betray them in a big way, just ask yourself a question. Is this worth my life? Some of you really don't give a shit and you think that moment of indiscretion is fun. So you really don't care and you're going to throw caution into the wind and you're not going to listen to anything else that I say. But if one person can heed this message, I hope you do.